Hello, welcome to Ivy Law Office's weekly YouTube live. I'm Wilberforce Agyekum, attorney at Ivy Law Office. Today, I just want to briefly give you a little bit of information about H1B. H1B visas are basically non-immigrant visas for work. So you can get H1B to come to the United States to work. Non-immigrant, so you're here basically as a green card holder for the purposes of your job. Okay, so let's talk about that briefly. The H1B specialty occupations, DoD cooperative research, development project workers, and fashion models. This non-immigrant classification applies to people who wish to perform services in a specialty occupation. Services of exceptional merit and ability relating to a Department of Defense cooperative research and development project, or services as a fashion model of distinguished merit or ability. That's in a nutshell what the H1Bs are. H1B, the main one, top one. I'm going to briefly touch on the eligibility criteria for each one of these visas. So for you to qualify to perform services in a specialty occupation, you must meet one of the following criteria. One, you must hold a U.S. bachelor's or higher degree required by the specialty occupation from an accredited college or university, or hold a foreign degree that is the equivalent to a U.S. bachelor's or higher degree required by the specialty occupation from an accredited college or university, or hold an unrestricted state license, registration, or certification that authorizes you to fully practice the specialty occupation and be immediately engaged in that specialty in the state of intended employment. The H1B requires labor condition application. So if you need more information on these, please reach out to our firm and we can help you with contact information at the end of this presentation. Now, there's also the H1B2. Now, DoD researcher and development project worker. That's a designation. Let's see my criteria for the H1B2. To be eligible for this classification, you must have a bachelor's or higher degree, or its equivalent in the occupational field in which you will be performing services. This requirement can be met based on one of the following criteria. And one, hold a U.S. bachelor's or higher degree required by the duties of an accredited college or university. Hold a foreign degree that is the equivalent to a U.S. bachelor's or higher degree from an accredited college or university. Hold an unrestricted state license, registration, or certification that authorizes you to fully practice the duties of the job and be immediately engaged in that specialty in the state of intended employment. Or have education, specialized training, or progressively responsible experience in the specialty that is equivalent to the completion of a U.S. bachelor's or higher degree, and have recognition of expertise in the specialty through progressively responsible positions directly related to the specialty. And then we have the H1B3. Now that is a designation specifically for fashion models. The position services must require a fashion model of prominence. That's a key word right there. Not just that you are a fashion model, but of prominence. Somebody like Bunchen, I think Giselle Bunchen, Tom Brady's wife. I believe she's one of those models that you would consider of prominence in Tyra Banks, those big names that you know from the industry. So you have to meet that type of criteria. And labor condition application is also required for this particular position. Okay, and then, so then there is the petition process. The employer or agent submits the labor certification application to the Department of Licensing for certification. Now, this first step is only required for specialty occupation and fashion model petitions. Step 2, the employer or agent submits completed Form I-129 to USCIS. A completed Form I-129, that non-immigrant worker petition. Step 3, the prospective workers outside the United States apply for visa and or admission. So if you are applying for the H1 visa, that will be a final step, is that you go to the embassy and apply for your visa to come to the States. Now, the period of stay for the H1. As an H1B specialty occupation worker or fashion model, you may be admitted for a period of up to 3 years. Your time period may be extended, but generally cannot go beyond a total of 6 years, though some exceptions do apply, and we can discuss that more in length. Now, the cap, H1B cap. The H1B classification has an annual numerical limit of 65,000. New statuses, visas each fiscal year. So each year's cap is 65,000. An additional 20,000 petitions filed on behalf of beneficiaries with a master's degree or higher from a U.S. institution of higher education are exempt from the cap. So 20,000 are exempt from that particular 65,000 cap. Now, family of the H1B visa holders. Now, your spouse and unmarried children under 21 years of age may seek admission in the H4 non-immigrant classification. Now, non-immigrants can file Form I-765, application for employment authorization, as long as the H1B non-immigrant has already started a process of seeking employment-based lawful permanent residence status. So you have that option to get that employment-based status. So the H1B, there's a lot more into it. There's a lot more requirements. And so if you would like to know more, or if you would like to have our firm work with you on your H1B, whether you are an employer or the employee and you need our assistance, we'd be happy to help you. You can visit call at 301-276-0880, and or you can call me directly to 301-250-1002, or you can go to our website at ivylawoffice.com. ivylawoffice.com. Okay, so be sure to when you contact us, let us know exactly what you need help with, who you are, whether you are the employer or an agent of the employer that needs this assistance. Okay, so again, give us a call at 301-276-0887, or you can call me direct. See you. Talk to you.